आदाब नाजरीन, हमारे शो खास मुलाकात में आप सभी का स्वागत है। मैं हूं आपके साथ पैंसी कोचर और आज हम आपकी मुलाकात कराने जा रहे हैं एक खास शख्स के साथ, द एम्बेसडर ऑफ सीरिया, एक्सीलेंसी रियाद अब्बास। Sir, Syria has been much talked about because of the tensions it is going through. But what we want to know from you is the beauty of the country and its uniqueness.
In the beginning, thank you for your company and your TV to allow me to talk for our friendly Indian people about my country Syria, who located in the center of Middle East. Around Syria there is many countries like Iraq, Turkish, Palestine, Jordan and Mediterranean Sea. Our country Syria is the only Arab secular country. Our government support our people by free education and subsidy. Syrian people more similar to European people, and Syria have the oldest civilization like Indian civilization. The first alphabet in the world discovered in Syria. Syria welcome all Arab country to come without visa, and friendly country also facilitated for them to come to Syria to see the holy places, historical places, because Syria is the land for religion of Christianity and Islam. As you know, Jesus born in Syria, and the first Qibla of Islam is in Syria, because Syria in the past was Greater Syria, include Jordan, Palestine and some part of Iraq. But after occupation of Syria by colonialist states, they divide Syria, comparing in India, when India was like Bangladesh and Pakistan, and Western state divided those country, colonialist state divided those country. Similar, Syria was divided by colonialist state into many countries in the Middle East. Syria have the capital of Syria is the oldest city in the world, and in Syria still there is one city called Ma'lula. Till now they speak in the same language of Jesus. Understand? The Christianity and the religion of Islam spread all over the world from Syria. This is Syria. Syria, the unity of Syria by its diversity. If you will compare India with Syria, Syria is a small country. Our people live in the peace. Our people get their right by the law and the constitution of Syria. Everybody can join our government by his qualification and specification and certification. Nobody asks anybody in Syria from where, on which religion you belong.
Coming to the history of the country, agriculture and cattle breeding were the first that was introduced, I think in the first time in the world in Syria. So what else is there that you want our viewers to know about Syria?
Yes, our country is agriculture country, but we have also industrial area we produce. We eat from our country what we plant, and we wear what what we make in our country. Our country is the richest country in agriculture, in natural resources. In our country there is crude oil, there is phosphate, there is gas. In our country available everything in our country. If any country would like to close Syria, we don't need anything from outside. Everything available for our people in Syria.
The petroleum industry of Syria has been producing a lot. Which are the countries that you export to, and what are your plans with India?
We export for many countries in Europe, in Asia, to China, to many countries in Asia, and especially in Europe, because Europe is too close to our country. But now our new policy to look forward for the East, to Asia.
So now coming to the transport department, to the transport sector. The transport sector has way to go in terms of development, especially the waterways. What are your plans to develop this sector?
We have in Syria very good transportation network. According to our population, is enough for us. Our country is the most developing country in Middle East. Our country similar to Europe. Our society is open. Any woman can move after midnight without any security, without any guard, with anything. Our country, before our issue, was most secure country in the world. Third country for security in the world was my country, Syria.
Economy, according to the World Bank, is a middle income. It is a middle income country. So how do you plan to improve your country in this term?
As I said, Syria is the richest country in the Middle East. Or our neighbor came to Syria to get some product for themselves, like subsidy, because Syria is the cheapest country in the Middle East. And Syria have no loan for international bank or something like that. Maybe we have some connection with our friend for small loan to make some plant for our factory in Syria, but we have no loan from international bank. Syria is a rich country in the Middle East. We don't need any support for money from other country. Especially we need advice from our friendly country. Maybe we'll take technology from our friendly country, but everything is available in Syria.
Now, when we talk about the democracy, how is the democracy like in Syria, and how is it similar to India's?
I cannot say exactly similar to India, but there is democracy in Syria, but there is the best democracy in the Middle East in Syria, according to our country's neighbor. In our country there is parliament elections, there is presidential election. In our country there is constitution. There is a freedom for our people, and there is a free media, there is a free TV. Everything is available in Syria under the law of our country.
The oil and agriculture sectors are the most developed sectors of Syria. So do you think that these two are the only sectors that are providing good to Syria, or are there any other sectors which are doing good to Syria?
Syria, there is diversity in the population. Also there is diversity. There is many sectors in Syria we can get income for our government, not especially in agriculture area or oil sector. There is also for tourism. We receive per year more than 20 million visitors to our country before the issue in Syria, because there is holy places for Islam and holy places for Christianity. They came from Europe, from Asia. Tourism came from India, sometime from Asia, from Europe. We have income from tourism sector in Syria, and there is our industry who can produce some product and export for our neighboring country.
What kind of products?
All agriculture product we produce it in our country, Syria, and we distribute it for Arab countries or for European country.
Coming down to the population, what is the approximate population of the country, and other disturbances affecting the population, as in do people have to leave the country and go to other countries because of the tensions that Syria is going through? Maybe
after the crisis they become more than 25 million, but some of them leave their places to other places because they found for their security. As you know, our country facing from cross-border terrorism who came from all over the world to fight against our people and to destroy our country, destroy our public and private sector in Syria. Because of that, our Syrian people, not all, some of them immigrate from this place to other place inside Syria, and other of our people leave the country for neighboring country or for Europe for their safety.
अब हम रुकेंगे एक छोटे से ब्रेक के लिए। ब्रेक के बाद भी एक खास मुलाकात जारी रहेगी, बने रहिए हमारे साथ।